Ladies and gentlemen, virtual companions of the tech world, gather round as I unveil the art and science of masterfully managing data within the vast empire of Azure Machine Learning. As we embark on this journey, imagine yourself as the grand curator of a grand data museum, where each precious data artifact needs a home, a story, and a systematic way of being catalogued and retrieved. Ready yourselves for an expedition into the heart of Azure, where data reigns supreme. When we speak of datasets within the Azure ecosystem, it's like we're discussing the very DNA of our machine learning projects. These are foundational elements that store, manage, and serve data needed for analysis and model training. Ensuring that your datasets are properly versioned and organized provides a foundation upon which the most accurate and impactful machine learning endeavors can stand tall. As a knight in the realm of data science, your first quest is to comprehend the significance of datasets in Azure Machine Learning. These aren't mere collections of numbers, but rather treasure troves of rich, structured information. They can hold everything from sensor readings to financial records, each with their tale waiting to be told. Now, I know what you are thinking: where do I start in this majestic data kingdom? Fear not, for I am here to guide you through the mystical process of creating and registering datasets in Azure. Picture yourself as the grand architect, designing a masterpiece where each dataset element becomes a character in this grand narrative. The steps, you ask? Merge, where data streams converge, shape the narrative into something uniquely impactful, for this dataset is your Excalibur. Yet, we acknowledge that the story of the dataset is not complete here. But what's a tale without versions? The evolution of an artifact through different phases of discovery and application. In Azure, version control becomes a timeline of this journey. Each update, a new chapter, ensuring that your data never stands still. Enter the realm of Azure Blob Storage and Azure SQL Data Warehouse into your saga, the cloud-based sanctuaries for your data kingdom. Azure Blob Storage becomes the cavern for your raw, ungolden treasures, the data files. Here, you can store colossal amounts of unstructured data. For what is a dataset if not the foundation of knowledge it represents? Azure SQL Data Warehouse, on the other hand, is the polished gem upon which the crown of your data kingdom rests. This on-demand analytics and machine learning service provides the structure, query capabilities, and the performance needed to elevate your data to legendary status. Cloaked in the wisdom of Azure ML Studio, enter your datasets into this heaven, creating and registering them to serve as beacons of knowledge. Imagine, as you connect to this realm, the data awakens before your eyes, ready to be molded into something greater under your command. The sage of scripts enters the chamber, as we summon Azure Machine Learning to bring these datasets into form. We breathe life into this data through a Python script, an incantation that invokes the Azure services to conjure and serve our data, making it not just accessible, but a living essence within our project. Behold the grand performance of the Azure portal, where we can visualize the fruits of our labor. From the scripts that shape our datasets to the data links that draw inspiration from the wells of Azure Blob Storage and Data Lake, our masterpiece comes to light. And now, the climax of our tale, where we integrate these datasets into a model. This is where the real magic happens. As these datasets intertwine, our model learns. With each step, the more adept it becomes, like an apprentice learning the sorcery of data under our patient tutelage. But the saga of mastering datasets in Azure Machine Learning does not end here. As a true data artisan, Your quest evolves from creation to governance. Version control, a cornerstone of this enterprise, ensures that your data legacy maintains integrity throughout its life cycle. Azure Data Store, our trusted steed, carries our datasets across the digital expanse. This storage service of Azure, akin to a grand library of Alexandria, provides a centralized location for our datasets to reside, safe from the whims of data decay and misplacement. As we come to terms with the final act, let us gaze upon the Azure portal, where we have journeyed through creating, registering, and governing our datasets. Your quest, noble data curator, is complete. The realm of Azure Machine Learning now breathes through your datasets, a testament to your skill and dedication to the craft. Within your grasp is the ability to transform the raw potential of data into a living, breathing part of Azure's machine learning projects. Take this power to forge not just projects, but lega-end that influence the world itself. And with that, I implore you to continue your quest. Visit neeraj.qzz.io and subscribe to TechLab, where the chronicles of technology and the art of Azure await to further your understanding and prowess. May your journey be ever fruitful.